properly stream on your system.
Okay, so hopefully the stream should be live now. Let me just check on the YouTube because okay, apparently we are live. I had a couple of issues with OBS, unfortunately, but right now everything seems to be working just dandy. So let me just quickly share the link on the Discord in case anybody wanted to join. Let me see where's the server. Yeah, okay. Maybe a smiley. I mean, you can't really see that. Okay, so we have posted the link. Perhaps somebody can join, and yeah, I guess we should just move on to our thingy we have to do for today, because yeah, I have also started a little bit earlier than usual because we have to finish on time because I have a meeting for the Creator Fund later. So yeah, we'll see about that. So this is our current progress we've made with the gun shop. You can see we have most of the interior done already, and then also the front side is kind of mostly done. We can still maybe squeeze in a couple of details, but yeah, I guess we should also be a little bit careful about our faces, because the guns use quite a lot of faces to be as detailed as we want them to be. So one option is to maybe cut out a little bit like this, so we just kind of get like this pillory thingies in between, and then a little bit of a slope otherwise. And then maybe what we could also do would be, let's see, we could do this perhaps, but this doesn't really mesh too nicely with the rest. So another thing we could try to do would be to make the outside a little bit brighter, like so. So that's definitely one option if you want to stick with it. Guess it's not too terrible. So we end up with something like this, and then we would have to adjust the door here. It should also be a little bit brighter, just so it matches with the rest of our wall. Okay. And then for the inside, I don't really think we need much more. Maybe we could have like that cashier machine or something like that, just so we kind of make it more obvious that this is where the users basically pay or whatever. So let's see what's about the appropriate size. I don't know, I guess palette could be. So I'm not really sure what that's called, so maybe cash terminal. I'm just kind of using two words that might describe what I'm thinking of. And then we do want to make it symmetric, So we can delete only one half, and then the other half is still there. And then let's see, so it would probably have to be at least 12 wide, so we can have some details on it, and then maybe make it, well, no, it should be 6 long, and then it can be a little bit taller. We can make that 12, but in the end it will probably be a little bit shorter. So that's about the base. Maybe we can put it on the counter as well, so we can kind of see how that works with the rest. So that is centered right now, and then let's move it here, and then maybe just put it onto counter 0. Okay, so this one already has all the child nodes, so maybe we can make it here and just name it the same as the name of our model. So there's that, and it kind of looks really small now that it's next to the counter. So let's see, how tall is that? That's 44. Okay, 44 perfectly aligns with it. So maybe we could even have 2 of them, like one at -12 and then the other one at whatever the, or we could, you know what, let's duplicate it, name it cache terminal 1, or actually, you know what, since my t-shirt says that I count from 0, let's rename it into cache terminal 0, just just because, and then let's move it to probably +12, something like this, so it's kind of symmetric. Well, it should be completely symmetric actually, and wait, so this, we actually need to center this. Okay, so that's interesting. Okay. So we don't have everything nested under it, only most of the stuff. So let's see, how wide is this thing? So 44, no, 59, wait, what? No, it's 80, okay, so we need to move it by to 40 instead of 60, so this should go to -40, okay, and then the other counter should go to +40, so we actually have it centered, okay, and then for this, this one is at -12 and this one is at +12, so let's, and if we now align it, you can see it's kind of aligned symmetrically, so that's what we want basically. Okay, and now that we have a rough idea of its size, we can now make it even a little bigger, so this can go to 8, and then this can go to 16 perhaps. Then let's recenter this to 8. Okay, that's at 4. And now let's see, maybe we can turn on the nice lines. And then and let me turn off the alarm, because I usually have, come on phone, I usually have it set in 15 minutes, just so it kind of reminds me that I shouldn't forget to start the stream. Okay, so that's turned off, so it doesn't bother us later. And now let's see. So basically one half of it is like a display, and then the other half is like the numbers, where you, or basically like a keyboard. I don't think anybody calls it a keyboard, but you know. Maybe we could even make it a little bit more stylized. So let's see, 2, 2, and 2. And then we can extend this a little bit outwards. Then here we can do like a little stick, but so let's see, I guess it can be here. Now let's move it upwards a little bit. So it can be a little bit higher than the rest. And now let's make it extended. Let's extend it outwards a little bit. So that's, I guess, the part where the where the purchaser kind of sees the price or something. We'll see what this looks like from the outside. And then maybe here can be like, I think they used like a dark green for like a display. And it's not the greatest, but I think it will get the job done. Maybe we can, or no, we should do it something like this, I guess. Let's check it out. Okay, so that doesn't look too bad, but we could, this shouldn't be as high. So hi there. Touche Studios, is that how you pronounce it? That probably sounds right. Hi there, welcome to the stream. So let's just repeat something similar that we did before with this part. Awesome, nice pun. Okay, so let's see how can we make this cash terminal a little bit more interesting. Maybe we can color this a little bit brighter, and then let's see. So that this is the part basically where the keyboard is, or the number buttons, whatever. And then we can just make like a, well, why exactly are we doing this? Because nobody will actually be able to see this, because there won't be any windows in the back. So yeah, let's focus on the backside details. Maybe make a little line here, then do something like this. Maybe something like this would be enough, and then we could kind of continue this pattern all the way down here, and then it could, I don't know, nobody will be able to see this side anyway, but people who watch this stream will know, I guess. So yeah, I'm doing this just for you. But yeah, we can, let's trim the volume also, and then that can probably work just fine. So you can kind of see it through here. Okay. So for the inner part, that's basically it. We could try to squeeze something in here, but oh, thank you. We've been working on this asset for like, this is the third stream I think that we're working on it. So yeah, I'm glad that people that people like it. Otherwise it would be kind of pointless to make. So now for the side, I think we can go with just by duplicating the front windows and then just filling it in with some other stuff. So let's name this side wall, I guess. And then we can play with attaching it to all of the appropriate nodes. But first let's just get rid of these bars. So let's see. Okay. And then get rid of this and that as well. Then we missed a little bit here and also this. Okay, and I think we should, well, we can leave the dark gray here, but on the front side it should be the brighter gray, just so it matches with the rest. And I guess we can attach it to this node. So create child node, name it side 0. And then let's attach sidewall to it. Then let's rotate it. So to 70. And move it outwards to 32, I guess. And I guess we should, we can either make a wall that's working with this part, or we can later make like a corner segment, which I think might work a little bit better. So let's just stick with this, and we can add that a little bit later. And while we're at it, maybe we can just make this whole wall. So let's create another child node, name it side 1. Attach this again, and now we can duplicate this one. You'll see what I mean. So let's duplicate this one, name it side 2. And now if we attach it to its parent, which is gonna be at the same place, but because it's relatively to the right, it will automatically move here. So boom. Okay. And so we can kind of see a little bit better what's going on when we are trying to do some, I don't know, I guess wall texturing. And I think we can just kind of copy the brick pattern, just that this time we'll be using the grays instead of the more of a brownish colors. So let's first get rid of the mirroring, because or let me think a little bit, maybe we can keep it for now. So first we need like a little darker color, and that one is gonna go here. Let's see, is this symmetric? Nope. Okay, so let's get rid of that and let's continue with our lines. And also here we can help ourselves a little bit by using, let's figure out, is this the front? Nope, that's the other front. So from the back. Okay, and here we can kind of see better how these are aligned. So let's put it here, then here, okay, also here. And now let's extend this all the way upwards. And this can also be like a little bit taller or something, just so they are kind of distinguished from the rest. Okay, so there's that. And then I guess we can make these vertical lines as well. And then we can kind of slice them up however we want it. So here, all the way to the top, and then this one is the last one. Okay. So there's that, and then here we had 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so every 8, and then here, and now. Also, you know what? Let's use even. Can I use color picker here? Okay. So let's make it even a little bit darker, just so it's kind of easier to work with the shades and highlights later. And then when we make the horizontal lines, let's count maybe 10. So, or you know what? Let's first do the shadow. Oops, that's the wrong tool. So there's gonna be the shadow, and then we need to count 8. Okay. We need to count 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, and then here's gonna be the highlight. So this is a little bit different technique than from what I'm usually doing. And oh my god, so there might be some readjustments in the process. Okay, so this one is here, and then now we make the shadow here. Then we have 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's good. And then let's repeat the same pattern here. So we have the darkest one, a little brighter one. Then we count 2, 4, 6, 7, and then make the highlight, and then make the whole sandwich again. So the brightest one, the darkest one, and then the in the middlest one. Because that's how English works, of course. Okay, so we can zoom in a little bit. 2, 4, 6, 7. Then here again. 2, 4, 6, 7. We make the highlight. We make the separation line. Then we make the shadow. And then that would more or less go to the top, and we'll finish that in a second. But oh, and here you can kind of see what it looks like on the left a little bit better. I have been focusing on the right side, so I wasn't really paying attention to what it looked like. And now let's just reverse the pattern. So this goes here, and then this is gonna be a whole brick, and this goes here. We get rid of this. This goes here. And this goes here as well. So we have the bottom row ready, and now we can just do the reverse thingy at the top. So it's kind of zigzag again, like here. Okay, that's the second line, and after we finish the third line, we can, oops, that's incorrect. We can go into the animator and kind of see how they all mesh together, if there are some readjustments needed. That's usually useful when you're making larger projects, so you can kind of see if there is something weird going on. Okay, so that's the front side, and then that's the inner side, and I'm just thinking if we should perhaps be mirroring all of this, which would kind of be difficult because of the it's not a symmetric asset, so well, it's not a symmetric model. If you look it from here, there would be probably a mirror line somewhere next to this, so it would actually mirror to the wrong side. Okay, so that's it for the bottommost couple, and then let's just continue all the way up. We can make a couple more. 2, 4, 6, 7. So it should be this color actually. 2, 4, 6, 7. Okay, and then this, and then this, and then 7 again. 2, 4, 6, 7. I would actually have to time whether any of the two techniques is like way faster than the other one, because it surely doesn't feel that way, but my perception might not be perfect in times like this, so yeah. So 3, 6, 7. And do our sandwich, and then let's pick this one. 3, 5, 7. Okay, got a little bit tricky back there, and we aren't coming all the way to the right. So let's quickly add these little voxels that we've missed before. Okay, and now let's put this here. Oops. Okay, and now let's repeat this. 3, 6, 7 here. Luckily, this texture is gonna be repeated multiple times, so we actually saved quite some time by duplicating most of the stuff. Or only for this side we would have to do it 3 times more if we weren't using the same model as a template. So 7, then this is the last, basically. So that's what it finishes with. And now let's get rid of the unneeded stuff, and here we can even use the face fill, so we can just zigzag delete, boom, 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 and then here this one. Oh, okay, we got it. Oops, like so. And then the rest. And now let's just extend these lines all the way. So they kind of, oh my god. So they kind of separate the blocks from each other, like so. here, 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 here. Then on the bottom side, oh, and we missed quite some of them here as well. So, oops. Okay. Then for the last two rows, oh, no, let's undo that. Great. Here's a couple, and you get a couple. Okay, so that's like a perfect wall, and now we can maybe add a couple imperfections, and now I'm just tired of working on this right side, so let's maybe move back onto a full screen view, and we can just add a couple of imperfections here and there. Let's see, maybe this one can be a little bit bigger. Okay, so these are mostly gonna be from the bottom. Let's see, maybe one here, and then let's make a couple of them from the top as well. Perhaps just so we can have some diversity in our wall bricks. Okay, so that looks about fine. I would say maybe let's add one. I think it's good. So that's what this side looks like. And I'm pretty sure we might have to add like some shelves and stuff, just so because it looks kind of boring, at least this side, and then it might happen similarly to space above these boxes as well. So now if we duplicate this, let's duplicate it into side 1. Side 10, and we should attach it to this node, whatever it's called. So let's find side 10. Okay, we can barely see it, but it's doable. And now let's whoa. That's definitely not what we wanted to do. Let's rotate this around to 90. And now we need to just readjust it so it's actually, what if we put it here? So, okay, that looks better. And let's select the correct side. And now if we move it to 32, we have another side. Yay, that's great. Okay, and then we would probably actually, yeah, we'll see. So there's that, and then maybe we can try to make the corner now as well. So let me just take a sip of my drink, and then we'll start making the corner shape. Okay, so for this part, I think it would be easier if we just duplicated the side wall and then name it wall corner. Okay, and we can just use it as a child node for this, so corner, or maybe we can name it f corner 0, I guess. And then let's attach this to it. Now let's see. So this should have its pivot point at what? 0, I guess. Okay. Or not. Let's see how large this overhang is. Oh, I mean, we could have counted it there, but so 4 basically. We need to leave that for the corner. And now if I would be able to figure out, okay, so let's move this to 4, and then we can delete the actually let's hold on for a minute. So how long is this? 8. Okay, and if we delete everything that isn't 8, so from this side, let's see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So here that's where we wanna kind of start deleting, and it would be easier if we could have seen the whole model, just so we can erase everything. Okay, let's see. So now if we move it to 8, I guess, let's see what happens. Let's move here. Let's move this outwards. Okay, so these two are aligned, and you can see that we are continuing the pattern, which is what we wanted. And then let's get rid of how many? 4, I think we said 4. So that's 4, right? 4 4. Then okay, and here as well. And now let's just make this shape like so, and then the bottom as well. Okay, and then for these, let's do something similar. So first of all, we should paint this into a brighter gray, just so we don't forget. And then what? Okay. And then let's just make the corner pattern that can be used somewhere else as well. Okay, now let's go on to the shadows. Oops. Shadow, shadow, shadow. And here you are kind of making a compromise between a number of nodes and amount of details you have to put on each model. I mean, we could have made this smaller and make it use or well, we could more, how do I say that, we could make like a smaller pattern and repeat it all over the place, which would make this process a little bit faster, but in the end, if you have too many nodes, it might cause some issues for some users, so we don't want to do that. And I guess from the bounding boxes view, we could have optimized this, but I don't think anybody is gonna be too bummed out. They can't jump on this tiny ledge here. Okay. So we got that done, and now you can see what I meant here. We can make like a shelf or something that could be interesting, and maybe put some stuff on it as well. So maybe we can make like 1.5 block long shelf. Let's see, maybe we can duplicate the gun stand, name it shelf. Okay, and then so this is 64, so it should be 48 wide, and then it's long 24 voxels, which is good, I guess. And then for the thickness, we can maybe go with 3 or 4. I guess we can go with 3. Okay. And that's like a little long shelf. Let's make it 12. So let's recenter the pivot point. And then maybe, let's see, would it be better if we attached it to the wall or to the stand? So let's create a child node, name it shelf 0. Okay, we don't have any shelves yet. That's good, because sometimes you just use similar asset names, and that can be a problem. So this can be moved to 64. I guess we'll have to make 2 shelves, because this one can fit here, but it's too small to be on this side, in my opinion. So let's duplicate this into shelf M, and this one is gonna be just renamed into shelf L, and then we can make this a little bit wider, so 96 maybe. And then the pivot point should be also moved to 48, just so it's in the middle. And now we would have to move it by 32 maybe, so it's kind of centered above. And then sure, at 64 that's completely fine. Then maybe we can create another child node, and we can put a sniper or something on there, and this is gonna be, I don't know, sniper 4. Okay, apparently we don't have sniper 4 yet, which is good in our case. So let's rotate it. Okay, this one has a little bit weird pivot point because we've used it for the gun stands, so we'll see how it turns out here. So I guess this can be moved to 6, and then let's move this backwards a little bit to 24, I guess. And then for the shelf, I guess we can make some stand or whatnot. So let's make this 12 tall, just so we have enough room to work with. And then let's see, let's duplicate over that axis. Let's use this tool. Okay. And why is this angled? I don't want it to be angled. What happened here? Let's move you straight. And then let's move it backwards a little bit as well, to 5 maybe. Okay, now let's let's move back to our shelf. I guess this can be one solid thingy, just so we don't use too many faces. And then let's do something similar for this side. I think it should be underneath here, not directly under the barrel. So how many more? One more, like so. Okay, and now let's move the rifle by half a voxel inwards, just so it's kind of centered over the rest of the stuff. And maybe let's make this a little bit wider and a little bit taller. And now we can trim the volume as well. Okay, so that's it for the left side from our viewpoint. Then for the right side, we're gonna have to do something with the other shelves, and then maybe just here we can, let's get rid of that. Let's recolor this, and then maybe we can make like a little wooden pattern here and here, just some stuff, so it doesn't look too boring or like too perfect. We can do a little bit here as well, but this isn't really gonna be visible from the outside. So just something like this, maybe a little bit here as well. So basically it's more important to do the bottom side right than the top one, because it's gonna be actually seen more often than not. And I'm just making some random lines because I mean, wood textures are also kind of random, at least if you ask me. Perhaps there is somebody who studies how wooden textures appear, and they might be able to give me a lesson on how to do my work more properly. Okay, and then for this side we can attach it to the wall, I guess. So let's create a child node. Let's name it shelf 1. And this one is gonna be a medium-sized shelf. So let's see, where are you, my little shelf? Okay, let's move you outwards. And then let's move it by 2, maybe, just so it kind of doesn't directly touch that. Okay, and here we can add maybe some stuff that we have on display here as well, or I think rifles might be a little bit too long, and they also have quite a lot of faces, so that's the reason why I'm kind of leaning against that idea. And then let's make some wooden textures for this as well. And then here we can do them all the way, I mean on most of the faces. Also because it's not as large of a model as the larger shelf. see. Just add a couple of dots here and there. And then for the bottom side, we can just add some more stuff. Let's maybe turn off the ghost so we can kind of see better what's going on. And maybe here, a little bit detail here. Then for this side as well, just a couple of minor thingies. That should be good to go. And now here, let's create a child node. We can, I don't know. I think the pistols and the SMGs have a better pivot point for stuff like this, so that's why I think we should use them for this stuff. So maybe we can just name it shelf UZI, just so we're kind of guaranteed that we have the correct, well, not really correct, but that we have a unique name. Okay. Okay. Oh, and before we rotate it that way, let's maybe move it first to kind of like the middle. And I guess we can rotate it like so, just so we can see better where it should be put. So something like this, and maybe a little bit inwards as well. Here you can actually kind of see how much it leans onto the wall, so I guess we need to be careful that it just doesn't float. Sure, and then maybe there's enough space for two of them, right? So let's duplicate this, name it shelf UZ1, then move that to +16, which isn't really gonna work out. Let's move it just to 8 because the pivot point is not centered. So here and here. Okay, and then we can duplicate this shelf, duplicate node, name it shelf 2, and then move it upwards. So this one is at 38, the next one would be then at 76 if they were spaced with the same distance, but that really isn't the case because we have like a 16 voxel floor in between. Maybe to 74. How many of these do we want actually? Because we could squeeze in another one, right? So let's duplicate this, name it shelf 3, and then let's see, this one is at 38, and if this one is at 64, that's 26 voxels in between, right? So the next one should be at 90. Let's see, 90, and that does look kind of what we wanted. Oops. And then let's also maybe use some other stuff. So I'm not too happy about these pistols, so we're just gonna be using some revolvers. Okay, and then here we're gonna have to, oops, here we'll have to readjust some of the positions. So let me first reset the rotation. Okay, so we messed up something. The zoom in didn't really work anymore. We were probably stuck inside some kind of a wall. Okay, so let's rotate this upwards, and this is actually rotated by too much, so that's good. And now let's rotate it like so. Okay, so basically they're just over rotated in the green axis, so if we did something like this, it should have been better. But let's move this one backwards a little bit, just so it doesn't overhang the shelf side. So let's see, something like this. And then this one can be duplicated. Duplicate node, shelf rev 1. It can be put to shelf 3, and then we can get rid of this node, so delete node. Okay, so we got some more stuff here and here as well. Okay, and then maybe we will have to do something with the back side, right? Because otherwise there's just the wall here. We are kind of lucky that we have perspective on our side, so nobody really knows how far away this stuff would be here. But first, or you know what, let's try to fit this corner part into this side here. First let's do that, and then we can move on to the back side. So okay, let's create a child node, name it side 0 corner. Okay. Let's type it all the way. Side 0 corner. Let's attach wall corner to it. Then we'll see what we actually have to do with it. So probably we'll have to rotate it. Okay, so I guess that's what we wanted, right? Yep. Okay, so that was easy. And then here, what we want to do is, I guess, create a child node for this one, name it wall back. Then we can kind of use the same wall for the back side as well. We should just rotate it by 180 degrees. Oops, I forgot to hold shift, so that didn't work exactly as intended, but we managed. And here we're basically just duplicating the wall again, and maybe we can later even add like one node could be a little bit different, just so we kind of have like the back door or something. I don't know, I don't own a gun shop, so I'm not too familiar with how they work or what their layout is. Back 0, and here we'll be able to do the same thingy that we did before. We just need to start this relational pattern. That's, I guess, what you could call it, and then we can duplicate this to wall back 1 and then just attach it back. And because we're extra lazy, we can duplicate this as well. So let's duplicate this node, name it wall back 2, and now we can just attach that as well. So we basically have everything walled off, and I don't really think we need to change a lot of the stuff here on the inside. So that's that's definitely good. And now let's add the corners. So side 1 corner 1, I guess. I don't know if I named that one 0 or not, but I just keep it unique. And now slide it all the way outwards. So we have this corner done. And then for this part we could even, you know what? Let me try to duplicate this one. So duplicate, let's name it side 1 corner. And then let's try to attach that here. So where are our nodes? Floor 7 has all these attached to it. Wait a sec. What is this one attached to? Floor 7, okay. So let's get rid of the shelves. And then, oh my god, where is this side? Okay, so side 1, oh. Okay. I guess I can do it here and then, okay. Great, so with a little bit of patience and thinking, we managed to figure out how to complete our walls. So we have them all the way around this pattern. And also another thing you should keep in mind is if you make the patterns too small, they are gonna be like really obvious to a viewer. So you can already see here where these patterns are, but otherwise I think it looks kind of good. Okay, so that's for the outside, and then maybe for the inside we can duplicate this shelf and maybe attach it to one of the back walls. So let's duplicate this node. So we have one there and then 3 on the other side, so this one should be shelf 4, I think. 4, okay, it allows us to create it, which is a good sign. Okay, now let's try to find where it is. So this wall back is at the floor 7 and the shelf 4. Okay, so wait, that's good. No, oh my god. Okay, so here's the okay, so that's the correct one. And now let's move this over. To 12. Okay, so that's aligned. And then let's move this to 0. Then we can move this to 90 or something, just so the clerks don't hit it with their heads or whatever. So I guess we should leave some space here. I'm just trying to figure out if we could perhaps squeeze 2 of them in. Let's see. or we could attach it to another node like so, and then let's duplicate again and name it shelf 5, and then let's attach this to this one. Okay, and I think we should also rotate it because we have no texture on this side, like so. Okay, well, 180, great. And then let's move it inwards, so it's basically at 0. Okay, great. So that's kind of what it would look like from the outside. And I don't really think that the gun stores have like the most interesting inside walls, so perhaps we can just leave it as it is, as gray. I don't think anybody would be too bothered by that. But now we can try to do something with these windows, and I think it would be best for the texture if we just duplicated the side wall and then name it, I don't know, window bars. Okay, clone model. And now let's try to figure out what that would look like. So I guess it could go all the way down and maybe up to here. Let's maybe make them a little bit smaller because they can always be extended. So let's delete that. And then let's just attach it here instead of the front windows. So you can see now it kind of follows the pattern. And let's turn on the ghost. Okay. So maybe we can just finish off these. Oh, no. We shouldn't be mirroring this. And let's just finish off these patterns, just so we don't forget. And from the inside, they aren't really gonna be visible, so we don't have to do it all the way. At least I don't think so. And this part we can mirror, so let's mirror that. Here, and here. And then let's just continue on to the other side. Like so. And then the last two. Great. And then let's. Oh, that's great. with one click of a button. Okay, so let's select the shadow gray to finish off this pattern side. So the last one. And then for the top parts, boom, boom. And then we'll do a little bit on the back side as well, just in case. Okay, and a little bit more So these are actually 4 blocks tall, but the bottom part is also has some height, so I think that's about 3 blocks height that we are texturing right now. So it takes a little time to do it for every single one. But that's it for this part. And then let's maybe fill this in with a darker. Wait, oh no, we are mirroring again, which we shouldn't have, but I guess we can always remake these lines, and that's it. Okay, and then let's also fix that. So due to mirroring, some of these have been broken, and then on the inside I don't really think that we need them. So there's that. And then for the bars, or maybe let's just do this as well. Do this part as well. Here, 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 and here. And then let's see. We could do maybe like a 3 wide going here, here, and here from the bottom. Then extend them a little bit, make them thicker, and then okay, we can turn on the nice lines, and then we can do something like this on maybe every second one. It doesn't need to be on every one because that might have been a little too much. So at the top of this kind of a C, you can, if you watch from the side, this one looks kind of like a C. I mean, not the C of water, but C of letters. Okay, then maybe do this as well. And let's do it again, just so it's a little bit thicker. And now this might be also a bit less intensive on the faces than what we had before, because that was a little bit rounded. But this looks kind of like a cage, if you ask me. It doesn't look too fancy. Let's replace this with window bars as well. So yeah, it's a kind of unique look, but I think we should do something a little bit better for the corners, or just kind of the overall feeling. Or not. Maybe we could just keep it this way and then maybe just add some stuff to it, like a couple of highlights. No. A couple of highlights at the top and then a couple of shadows at the bottom, and maybe that could be it. So let's put it here. Okay, so this kind of looks secure. It kind of looks too blocky, but yeah, whatever. I mean, perhaps when we do the rest of the stuff, it might look more coherent. So something like this. It kind of looks like a prison, but yeah. And I also think that so I kind of like it that it has more of these horizontal bars, because this one doesn't. As simple as that. I don't really have a particular reason or anything. And then so let's get rid of these windows. We don't need that anymore. And then we can can we here I think it might actually be easier to just incorporate the pattern into it than duplicating the base thingy and then adding stuff to it. So let's just start with the same base color, which they are, and then how much darker was this one? Okay. No, oh, come on. Okay, so I think these should be aligned. Let's check it out. If they are also... Okay, so the bottom one is not aligned, but the colors are correct, or at least they are the same shade that I intended them to be. Okay, so here's the darkest part, here, here, here. Oh no, we messed up at this one. So let's fix that real quick. Oh, hi Peter. Welcome to the stream. And this one is also messed up. So here, and the final one here. Okay, and then let's use this one. Oh my god. To just go again here, and then for the highlights, okay, so this one is not the correct one. This one might be though, so let's use this. Okay, so this part is also finished, and then we can keep the door a little darker, right? Maybe use this for the base color, or just keep it as it was. Cool, and then let's just kind of continue the pattern here. Okay, here and then here, I guess. Then for the top part, let's use the brighter one, which is gonna be used here as well, and here. and then this is the base one, and this is the highlight. Oops. Okay. And then we can just kind of, let's see, make it a side, and then let's select here the back. No, okay, I think that's the one we wanted. Let's see. So here you can kind of check if the line is straight. So we went for this one, and now here. Here and here, I think. Let's see. Okay, so this is straight. Okay, so oh yeah, we should definitely complete this brick pattern here before we forget. And we can move back from the split screen. Great. So maybe we can even try it out in the game maker to kind of get a rough idea of how large this asset is gonna be, and basically all we're left with is the roof or some other stuff at the top to cover it up. So let's quickly export it to the marketplace, and we can try it out in the game maker in a second, and then we can also work a little bit on the game jam entry, and then we'll call it a day, because I need to eat something before the meeting, just so I don't think about food then. So let me just log in with a different account here in the browser, because otherwise I can't upload my stuff. So where is the account settings? Okay, I need to enlarge that. Let's log out. I already have an account. Okay, so we have successfully logged in, and now let's try to export it again, and I'll just mute myself for a second so I can take a sip of my drink. Okay, we're back. Oh no, I misclicked. It offered me to take me somewhere, and I foolishly clicked on it, so we'll have to export again. Let's wait for the pop-up. Come on. Okay. No, I don't want that. And now let's create a new as. I'm not too sure. Okay, hopefully it should be saved. So let's try to go into the game maker, and we can try to access it from there. Let's wait for it. to load. So we need to log in with the Nexonic, because that's my account for uploading stuff to the, I mean, it is whitelisted for uploading stuff. Come on, let me log in. Okay, apparently it's working. Yeah, just a little bit slower. Okay, and here is one of my other thingies that I've done recently for this more of an open concept, if you call it like that. And now let's try to search for the gun shop, which has been apparently added 2 times or twice. That was not my intention, but okay. So it's actually not even that large compared to this monstrosity. So maybe rotate it around. Let's also save, just because the game maker doesn't automatically save. Okay, let's press play. And this is the gun shop, and this is the other thingy that we made. Okay. So let's wait for this to update. Okay. Well, it's not okay yet. It's still saving. Okay, so now we should log in with a different account, just because I don't have the game files stored here. So let's quit the app, and well, I guess I was too optimistic by naming the stream 3 out of 3 for the gun shop. I guess we'll make the roof on Monday. So yeah, don't tell anybody, but I'll have to change the stream name. So let's just save this so we don't lose the progress, and then let's close it, just so we're kind of done with that and it doesn't eat the system resources. Yeah. Let's wait for the game maker to start again. And then let's log in with another account where I have the game jam entry. So let's log in. Okay. Okay, so we can see a little bit what progress has been done while I was gone. So this is basically a shared account because I'm working with somebody on this. So apparently there's gonna be some dodging here. Let's see. I mean, you can you climb on this? Kind of, but these flowers make it really difficult because of their hit. Because of, oh my god, because of their hitboxes. So up here I don't think you can. Oh my god. Okay, so let's just move the spawn point somewhere else. I guess we should recheck if this glitch still works, because otherwise it's gonna be a little bit difficult to finish this level. Move upwards, okay. Save. So now we wait for the carpet. We move on to it. Now let's wait for it to move again. And okay, so yeah, it's a little bit annoying only that it doesn't kind of wait up for us. So we have to wait one full cycle for it to do its thing. Okay, so apparently it used to teleport you to the top, but I don't know why that doesn't work anymore. Actually, that could be like an interesting thing. Okay, so now it did it. So I guess we can have kind of two options. Either you go here, you kind of destroy this skeleton, wait for this to move on, and then go this path. I mean, we haven't done anything past this point, but you kind of need to get to that bridge. Or we could do something else. So when you kind of fall down into the lava from here, you could kind of have like this little maze that you would have to navigate. So maybe we can start working on that. So first let's find the lava block, LAV, okay, the regular lava. And we can use the solidified, okay, solidified as well, just in case we delete some too much stuff. Okay, so let's start with this, and I don't think it should hurt the player, but we'll see. Let's just save. Okay, let's wait for the carpet to return. Okay, and we'll see if what happens here. Okay, so it didn't push us off, but we can just voluntarily jump into it, so it isn't hurting us. And the interesting thing is that you kind of can't really see where the player is unless you jump. So there's that. And I don't really think I should make it a 3 deep, because yeah, it would just add another layer of weirdness, I guess. So now, since the player, well, we can just kind of let's first select this. We can just kind of make it into a maze of some sorts, and then just fill it in with the lava. So maybe here can be like a crossroads to this side. Well, we have actually deleted a little bit too much. Okay, so we're running into some minor issues because of the other walls we have in the level. Maybe we should have thought of this maze sooner. Thank you. Touché. So I guess one way would be to kind of move, here and go around this side, and the other way would be to go there, and then maybe this could go here, here, and maybe they can get together or something. And we could even make it like you would have to. Well, let's let's not make it overly complicated. Just so we kind of finish the layout, and then we can maybe do something fancier as well. So I guess this can go here, then so these two probably shouldn't connect. So this one is gonna go to the left. No. Let's wait. No. Oh, yeah. it takes some getting used to when you're switching from Vox Edit to GameMaker controls, because they are a little bit different. And we don't want to delete that bottom block. Come on. Okay. Now we're talking. I mean, I've been talking for over an hour and a half, but yeah, it's just an expression, you know. Okay. So let's maybe make this one further this way. Then they can like meet really narrowly, but kind of don't. And basically, if you at any point fall off this, you still have this option to navigate the maze, I guess. Although it's not gonna be like too impossible to navigate. I mean, if you know the general direction where you're supposed to go, it shouldn't be that hard. So this could be like a potential way in, and actually we still kind of need to figure out how the player is gonna get from this bottom part to the top side, or to the bridge. We could maybe hide like a platform or something somewhere. That could be one way to do it. That would definitely be one way to do it. So well, maybe we can also do like a little passage here, just so you kind of aren't completely, I don't want to say the word, but you get it. If you go all the way around here and then you just figure out that there's a dead end, at least myself as a player wouldn't be too happy with that occurring. But there can be like some tricks to misguide the players. So maybe here can be like a ladder or something on this side, and it's actually not gonna be finished, or we could even just remove or not even add the climbable component, so that would make it a little bit trickier to climb. So let's see. Yeah, okay. And then let's move it downwards as well. Okay, then let's duplicate it and then just kind of make the whole ladder from the smaller ladders. Or you know what? It would be actually even a little bit evil if we put them on this side, so it's kind of obvious that there are some ladders here, but let's just undo some stuff. Let's see how much we can undo. Okay, that's good. And then we could also make this one like only one wide, so it's even like, oh. Let's rotate it, or wait, what happened now? Okay, we're back. Great. And now let's put these ladders all the way to the top. And just for those who are currently watching live, there's a hint, they won't work. Well, they probably won't work. I mean, I can still change my mind, but that's kind of the current idea. And it's a little bit tedious that when you duplicate the thingy, you have to put it back to its place, or so it kind of moves when you duplicate it. And then here we can do something like this. Okay, nope. Let's do this. And the rest, well, I think we can, well, we can make like 2 more paths, and that's gonna be about enough. So one is gonna go here, and the last one is gonna go maybe somewhere here. Have deleted too much again. Okay. And then the last one is maybe going to here. And maybe we can add the logic for the platform. So let's see, what do we need for that? Well, first we need a platform, so that might take a while to find one. Well, we can use a carpet or something. We have used the carpet before, so let's see how large this one is. So ideally it would be 2 by 2 blocks. Okay, so this one has its center a bit weird. Do we have something else? We do, but all of them kind of have this weird center point. So I guess we'll just put one like so. And then we'll also need something to toggle the behavior, so we'll make it invisible later. Okay, so now let's see. This one is gonna have a behavior basic platform, so it can move just somewhere here, so the player can kind of jump off. So it needs to move like a lot into the Y direction, and then over X it really doesn't, but Z it should be probably, oh, that's the wrong way. So let's see. let's make it a little bit taller, then something like this, so hopefully the player doesn't fall off. The wait duration is 3, I guess that's fine. Look at destination, nobody really cares, so that's more or less it. And then we also need the behavior, toggle behavior, and then the initial state is gonna be false, so the platform will not be moving. And then the turn on message is gonna be I guess move lava platform. Oh, I mistyped. Move lava plat. Okay, let's add this one. Okay, and can we remove the weirdly spelled one? Sure. So turn off is gonna be stop. Oh, come on, look at it. It doesn't work always. Lava platform. Then the toggle is gonna be toggle. Well, we can just put it to none. Okay. And then we need to make this bunch of coins or loot, or what is it? What is this called? Anyway, we have no idea. So we should change this to what exactly? I guess nothing. So there's a component speaker, and okay, so we are in the advanced options already. So let's detect entity when the player, let's make it a little bit smaller. Okay, so we don't really have that many options here. So when the player moves basically here, because it can't move anywhere else, it should detect it. So there's that. Look at player false, and then message when spawn would be move lava platform like this. And then can we make it invisible or something? Maybe message broadcast visible false, and then it really doesn't need to send anything actually. So let's save this. Great, and let's press play, and let's jump down. I mean, you can kind of parkour your way over it, but it's... Oh, okay. So it kind of... Okay, and now it should... So that works. Let's see if I move here. Okay, it's not exactly perfect, but I guess the player will need to do some work here as well. And then here's the next stage. Okay. And here we can change its name, hopefully. So from ancient treasure to, I don't know, this could be called like carpet control, or yeah, we can name it flying carpet control, and then change the text to display. Let's name it you're ready for liftoff. Okay, and then let's change the wait duration to maybe 2, just so everything kind of starts a little bit faster. Let's retry that. No, have missed it. Okay, so basically come in like this. You're ready for liftoff. Okay, so, and it kind of works up to a certain point and then it just kind of doesn't. So that's interesting. And then this could actually detect it a little bit sooner. And for the rest, we could duplicate this because it already has all the attributes required to basically detect the player, and it is also named the flying carpet control. And then this could be detect entity. We can, yeah, I think we need the message broadcaster because we wanna make it invisible, but we can change the text display to sorry, no carpets are available here. Cool, and then let's edit logic. So detection range can be 4, auto hide delay could be 5, that's good, and then message when spoken to should be none. And then let's save, and we can retry if this also works as intended. So basically when you come here, sorry, no carpets are available here. Cool. So basically we would wanna move these to all the other endpoints that the player can access. So one here, one here, I guess. And now we just need to be a little bit careful so we don't detect some stuff that we shouldn't. Okay, so there's one. And then let's make this one's detection range a little bit smaller, just so it can kind of get here. And then here we might have some issues with collision, so let's go ahead and quickly test that as well, if there's some problems, I think, in this part. Yeah, oh, yeah, wait. Okay, so it kind of stops us. So let's move it outwards a little bit so it doesn't interfere with our collisions, but now it kind of still detects that the player is in the wrong part of the map. And did we? Okay, we didn't get rid of it, we just kind of forgot it was there. I mean, I didn't forget, I just didn't see it over the overhang. So there should be a pop-up here as well. Maybe make it a 3. Great. And then this one can be 3 also on this side, like here. Then here aren't really any dead ends, so the next one is gonna be here, and hopefully some people get really that's kind of not nice by hoping that people get annoyed with your game, but hopefully it gets its desired effect over to the player. So one here, and then one here as well. So that should mostly be it for the dead ends. And then here we should add another we can add another text message, and let's just, oh, there are the collisions, okay. So maybe we can do something like this and then just add no collisions. Okay, so that's what we what we were kind of hoping for. I guess this is fine, we don't need to change that, but we can change the text here to maybe you have fallen into lava, or can you find a carpet to get you out of, oh my god, out of the lava. And then maybe we can add like a little bit larger delay, maybe like 7. Well, wait, this is for the wrong thingy. We need to do it for speaker. And then this one shouldn't send out any message, actually, in case player mistakenly interacts with it. So let's save it. Okay. And now I'm just thinking if we should make like a I mean, if the player falls off and doesn't fall into lava, he can just bunny hop across, but that's not really a problem for us. Can you find the carpet to get you out of the lava? And then we start exploring the maze, which could be made a little bit more mazily. Sorry, no carpets are available here. Okay, let's maybe go to here. Wait, why is there nobody telling me that there are no carpets available? What's going on here? Oh, we don't have any. So let's duplicate. And actually another perhaps even better option would be, oh my god, my my throat is really dry. So no collisions, and then change this to 1, then move it to here, or actually 2, the detection range is 2. Just a sec. Okay, so that's much better. And then let's move it to the floor maybe. So let's try that out. And then the only, yeah, so that's not ideal because it's gonna mess up the message, maybe like so. Okay, so that's what we wanted. And now we can more or less replace most of the stuff with this detector, because it's gonna like most accurately show. I mean, it's a quality of life, I guess, for the players, but yeah, why not make it nice for them? So this one is a little tricky. I guess we can put it here and then move it to here. Let's get rid of this one. So no collisions, and then let's extend this to 2. Then let's move it backwards a little bit. So we have that part covered. Then let's move this downwards to here. Wait, why didn't it delete it? Like so. So this can be in the middle of the way there. This one can go here. Turn. And it's kind of nice that you can see which are the updated ones because they can be placed directly over the pathway because they have their collisions turned off. So another little improvement there. So let's delete this one. Let's move this one here. Let's delete this one. And then we have just a couple more, and then we're kind of done with this logic. And then the last one to here. Well, and I was just thinking if we could make this maze a little bit more complicated, because the viewpoint of the player is actually not that great. So we can make a little way here, and then let's duplicate this over here as well, so it notifies you that there are indeed no flying carpets in that area. Then maybe we could do something like this. And now let's just be careful of how far this. Okay. So if it was detecting the player on the other side, that would be kind of unfortunate. Well, not unfortunate, but we should have taken care of that. So in case if it were there, but luckily it isn't. So we have this one here, and then we'll just need to fill it in with the lava. And I guess, I mean, if I wanted to place some more stuff, it would be much easier before the lava is placed. So in that case, it might be easier if we wait a little bit with the lava placement. So okay, and maybe we can do one here as well. Whoops, not that. Let's make it go this way, and then let's add the last text. What are you? It's a speaker. The last speaker to it, and wait for it to save. It has been successfully saved, so now our little player can jump into the lava and then search for the carpet there. Wait, this doesn't show up. What's going on? Oh, so I need to jump. Ooh. Okay, so basically, if I understand this correctly, we need to move everything one or at least half a block down. Let's see if this works. Okay, so now carpets are available here. Yeah, so that does the trick, but now let's do it for all of them, and hopefully we don't miss any, because in that case it was kind of pointless from us to put it there in the first place. Okay. Great, and then let's move this one downwards. This one is moved too much. Okay. Okay. And then just so this one is kind of in line with the rest, so let's name it maybe carpet lift off in 3, 2, 1. That's it, basically. So let's save. Okay, let's press play, and okay, so this isn't working. Sorry, no carpets are available here. Then let's move a little bit over here. Nope. What about here? No. Why is there no carpets available? Nope. Okay, so we can go through here. Okay, so this one didn't update. Interesting. What about this one? This one is working properly, but this one isn't. Okay. Noted. And then let's see. This one, no. Then this one is the correct one. Then you can get to the other side. So let's see what went wrong here, because this should actually, oh, this one is the small collision box. So maybe if we move it one downwards, let's see if that's gonna work. So it automatically displays. So this is here. Yeah, so there's basically no way to get it working. Let's get rid of it. There is no other way, I'm afraid. And then I guess we can fill in the corridors with the lava. Just so we have something to show for today, and then we'll see how much time we have left after we do that. And also an interesting thing to test would be if the player moves with different speed across 1 block lava and 2 block lava. So let's try that out. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so what about here? 1, 2, 3. I don't think it does. It affects the movement speed of the player if there is only one or if there are 2 blocks. So I guess we can just fill in the rest. Okay. There's that. Oh, okay. So let's move that in. Okay. Now this. And we don't actually have to do it everywhere too. I mean, this is gonna look and work just fine if you do it like so. Apparently it doesn't really matter as long as we do it everywhere. Okay. And I guess it's kind of nice to the players that they can view their character if they jump. Otherwise, this whole mess might get even more messy, because if you get stuck on something like this, you might be a bit confused on what you're supposed to do to get unstuck if you don't exactly see where the player is, or where the player's avatar is. Here, and then like so, then this, and this, and then we'll see how this turns out. Okay, so that's more or less it for the maze. Maybe we could have made this falling pool a little bit larger. Let's not do it like that. So let's delete a couple of blocks here, and then here on that side as well, and then in the middle. And now let's do this. And now we don't really see the message broadcaster, so let's check its range. Okay, we can't see that either. So let's change the range to 3 and then move it back into the lava. Okay, and cover it up. And then we can save, because we don't want to lose our progress, of course. Save status, okay. Now let's press play, and we can try to play it out seriously if the game is gonna allow us to. Oh, we were too clumsy. So let's see what the. Okay, now you can kind of see where the avatar is. So let's try to go here. No. And you can still kind of use sprint while you are jumping around. I mean, this makes it a lot easier, but it's already kind of annoying that you have to deal with the maze that you don't really know where it's ending. Oh no. There are no carpets available there either. So let's go here. Oh, we're too fast. Move here. Here. Then I think the right way is carpet lift off. Oh no, don't run away from me. Okay. So that's good. One thing we could try to do with the carpet would be that it would actually move up straight up vertically, so the player doesn't fall off. I mean, it could be argued to be a part of the experience, but yeah, I just think it's kind of a dick move, if you ask me. I mean, I'm trying my best here, but so both of the offsets are a bit overkill, so this can be 220, I guess, and then this can be 2 maybe 1, just a little bit, guess. Okay, and then let's move this stuff over to somewhere good. Now we need to be careful of this triggering it. So I guess we can set the range to 3, and then if we move it over here, if we set the collisions to no collisions, I think that could work well. Maybe let's set it to 2, and then it can be like here. Whoa. Okay. So something like that. So let me just put the lava blocks back in, and then we can try to do it like this as well. Let's wait for the save. Okay, there's that. And now we need to wait for our runaway carpet. Okay. Okay, we didn't glitch. Whatever. We can use the lever to call the platform. Oh no, let's quickly get on it. And now, yeah, we can do much. Oh, let's try to get over it. Okay. Oh, okay. Wait a second. Okay, so you can kind of mess with the camera a little bit if you wanted to. So that's new, but I don't think this really changes much. I mean, you can't. Oh, the carpet is moving up and down, that's why I can't see it. But other than that, and you can't really look up because the lava covers the view. So there's that, and now we kind of also have the locations where our remaining platforms can be, because well, because of the lava, of course. So guess we can do a little bit of detailing here. Maybe not on this side, because this is sliding over. And also we could make we could try to make like let's see. So this one will have no collisions because it's gonna be a player detector. So it's gonna be a speaker without text to display, or we can just show like moving platform disabled. And then let's check turn off platform 0 is gonna be the message that we have to broadcast. So when it detects entity in sure this range. Let's edit logic. It's gonna send a message to stop. Wait, call platform 0, and there should be something else with the platform 0. Let's move to here. Turn off platform 0. Sure. So turn. Oh. Okay, so here it is. So there's that, and I guess we can leave it as it is. We'll just make it invisible with some other component later. And now let's hope we don't fall off, because we actually need to get to that part. Okay. Let's quickly call the platform. Here it is. Let's see when this detects me moving platform disabled. Okay, kind of can't walk off it, but it is disabled. That's good. And for this one, there we could maybe add like a lever that activates it. Okay, but first let's make this invisible. So behavior. If I make it animated decoration, we can't even say if it's visible. So let's just use a message broadcast and a message to send none, false. Okay, so there's that. And then this platform can have another toggle behavior. So it starts with an off, and then turn on message would be start car. Oh, come on, CARPET 0. Oh, okay, let's add it. And the turn. Well, we could even only have the toggle message, right? So we can have toggle carpet 0. Okay, and the initial one will be false. So that's good. And then let's add a lever or a button or something. Yeah, let's use the ancient lever. Like here. And then this one is gonna have a behavior button. Message to send will be toggle carpet 0. Broadcast range is gonna be greatly reduced to like 5. And then components indicator. I don't think we really need an indicator. Let's see. Okay, so that's what the indicator looks like. Let's edit logic. For which class? Okay. So there's some more stuff that can be edited, but I think we just we can just rename this to carpet controls, I guess. So let's save. Okay, let's press play. Okay, so it's not moving. Oh, okay. So it's just not playing the animation. And now this is gonna move up and down. And now there's this fella. And it would be kind of nice if there was some animation played when you interacted with the... Oh no. But yeah, you kind of get the idea what we are going for. Let me just move the avatar spawn to somewhere close where it started, just so we don't mess with the rest of the stuff too much. And I think we're gonna have to call it a day, because I have a meeting in about, well, in actual 14 minutes, so I'm afraid I'll need to grab some snacks, and yeah, I guess we can see each other on Monday if you decide to check out the stream. So thanks for watching, and bye bye.